Well, Rach, it's just setting up, I think, now and loading over to Facebook. It has this lag thing happen where like it goes from Zoom, but I'm pretty sure we're on. So, hey, welcome, Rach. Welcome, welcome. I want to introduce you quickly. So, Rach has been a client of ours at CoreFit for 5 years, which is incredible. You've done so well in that time. And I wanted to share your story today. You're a mother of two. They're almost like grown-up kids now, aren't they, in their own sense. Mother of two and lives locally here in Newcastle and Waratah, and has done such an amazing job managing your health and fitness over the last few years, and has come a really long way from when she started. But I'm going to let her talk about that. So welcome, Rach. Thanks for coming on, and thanks for joining us. Thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you.
The first question I want to ask you is, think back to 5 years ago. Does your memory go back that far? What came to you joining us in the first place, and what were you looking for at the time? And what led you into the small group program?
Well, I think I was just a bit slacker. I'd been walking and stuff still, but just lost that motivation a bit. Wasn't doing as much because the kids had started getting older and that. And then I was talking to Sue Chumman, who's with you also, and she'd been with you for nearly a year. And she said, why don't you join? And then you actually did one of your 12-week programs, which is a bit different now, but it was a 12-week program, 2 nights a week in the park in the middle of winter. And I went, well, here's go. Let's go. If I'm going to do it, let's go. And I think we started with 6 of us, and 2 of us finished the 12 weeks. In the pouring rain, the freezing cold. And I went, if I can do this now, I can keep going. And it just, went from there, and found myself getting stronger every week and enjoying exercise again. And you had me running, which I hadn't done for a very long time.
God, I remember those days back in the past. Thank God we have a studio now. That's all I can say. But back in the freezing rain, right under the shed, they were the days. Straight into the deep end. I like it. And if you can survive that, then you can survive anything.
Yeah, like really, the colo at Lambton High now, that's a breeze compared to the little shed over at Lambton, and we're running in the mud and stuff. So
it's like it's like Taj Mahal. So good.
Yep.
Awesome. And so when you did join, like, take us back to what you said you're feeling a bit slack. What is it you're looking to get out of your health and fitness at the time? Like, what were your goals back then? Do you remember?
Was to lose some weight, and it was to get stronger and fitter. Like, I was just feeling like I was flat. I wasn't going anywhere, and I just needed someone to give me a good kick up the backside and really push me. And I didn't think I'd enjoy it that much, but I actually did. And I still like pushing myself and trying to get better as the time goes on. So just like being in with the groups too.
Awesome. And tell what kind of results have you achieved? I remember obviously strength is a big one. You're talking about weight loss. I know you've done all these things, but tell us what have you found the most beneficial thing for you?
Well, my husband's a builder, and before I could hardly help him lift anything. Now I can help him lift most things. There's very few things that I can't help him lift. So that helps a lot. I don't know. I just feel like I'm stronger. I've got muscles now that I never knew that existed, even let alone knew I had somewhere hidden in there. So it's just been, really good to know that I have muscles and I am stronger, and your mind can push you harder than you actually think it can. So it's, combination of a lot of things, and a little bit of weight loss along the way, which I've had the roller coaster ride of losing weight, putting it back on, losing weight, putting it back on. But for the last 18 months, I've probably been the most consistent with my weight. So that's been a big plus.
Fantastic. That's great. And what about the strength part? Remember when you started?
Oh, my whole 6-second plank. So anyone new out there who thinks that their plank, if they haven't done a minute and you're really disastrous, mine lasted a whole 6 seconds, and that was a big laugh for Dan. But
I don't even laugh at you, did I? I hope I did.
I felt flat on my face, Nelly. But now I'm on a good day, I can get a couple of minutes out of a plank.
You are very, very, your strength and everything is really, really been very, inspirational really to see, because you're probably one of the most consistent people that we've had the pleasure of training over that period of time, which is really a credit to you. And the fact that you say that you do enjoy it, which is great, because it's much easier to be consistent when you feel like you're enjoying it. And I know you get a lot out of the groups as well, which is awesome. And yeah, your body shape has changed too hugely. I remember the before and afters and stuff we looked at, was a massive difference in that as well. We've still got that. And so and so that's fantastic. Now with your health, last question, like, do you feel like, being as consistent as you've been, like, do you feel like whether it's continuing with us or not, or just in your own self, are you confident within you that, hey, this is a lifestyle thing for you, or you feel like you can continue doing whatever you're doing in a sustainable way and keep going with it? Like, where do you feel where you're at right now with your health?
For me, I think it's a lifestyle thing. I just get out of bed my 3 mornings a week. People go, I'm crazy. I like the 5:45 sessions. I like getting them done, dusted. And if you get extra in the day, you get it done. If you don't, at least you've done your workout. I still walk on the mornings that I don't come. But for me, even if I'm holidaying, which hasn't happened this year, but I like to have my sessions booked in and get them done before I go on holidays, so that I know I'm all up to date, done them. But I guess the biggest thing for me at the moment is I kept up with the online. I did all the virtuals. I stuck to my 3 days a week. I did Ali's core the 2 days, and then I might have snuck another session in a week. But for me, that kept me going, so that I knew that when you guys got back to the studio, it was just easy, slide on in. The cardio's down a bit because I can't do much cardio up and down my driveway with work cars and stuff in it. But other than that, like, I haven't lost a lot of strength and stuff from it. Right at the beginning, I hurt my shoulder, but I still managed just to do lighter weights and things like that. So for me, it was just, if I can keep going and stick to the routine, I find that much easier. If I don't stick to the routine, then I throw it out the door. So it's just sticking to something instead of going, oh, but I missed a couple of days last week, so I won't worry about going next week.
No, that's fantastic. That's so good. And you were, like you said, during COVID, you were one of the people that really excelled, and it wasn't easy for people there. And I totally get that people, slid off because it was online and it's not something that people were used to doing. But well done on, having that mental fortitude to just keep the routine going. You mentioned routine. It's such a big thing, right? It's kind of like getting up and brushing your teeth in the morning. You just get up and you do it, and it's part of your day and part of the week, which is awesome. Last question. I haven't asked this question actually to anybody, but look, do you have any advice for anyone else out there? Let's say, look back at Rachel 5 years ago, who, like you said, had never done anything like this before. Maybe it was a little bit like, is this for me, or apprehensive about it. Do you have any advice for anyone else, Rach, around, a Rachel version 2.0 that you would want to share to help other people, I guess, in their quest for their own health and fitness?
I think the biggest one is, it's not like normal gyms where everyone thinks about what each other looks like. You just turn up in what you're going to turn up in. Everyone comes different. For me, I like the idea that when I first started, it was all girls, and when the guys got introduced, I went, oh, but I actually really do enjoy training with the guys now. And I think they push me harder because they're also stronger, so they push me harder. But I think the biggest one is, you just don't give up. Like, if you've had a bad week, everyone has a bad week. So just wipe it aside, go, well, if I go to training, I might only put in 20% today, but at least I've turned up. So it's just keeping consistent and go, have a go. I was 45 when I started with you guys. Whoever thought to myself that I would have started really doing a full-on exercise regime then. But since then, I've been, on hikes and things like that I haven't done. So, it's just go outside your comfort zone and just push that little bit that you don't think you ever can do.
How good is that? Fantastic. Yeah. I love it. So good. No, you've done amazing. And I forget about that, the travel and stuff. You guys obviously go to New Zealand and do different things. And so it really does play into other things you do in your active lifestyle, which is super cool. So well done. Great job. Thank you so much, Rach. It's inspirational. I love getting people to share where they're at and what they've been doing. And how they've kind of leveraged their health to help them through their own lives or doing stuff that they want to do outside of fitness. So it's great to see you here today, and well done again on all your success. And we look forward to continuing to crush it with you in 2020. And other than that, I'll see you back next week. But thank you everyone for listening and watching, and we'll see you all very soon. See you, Rach. Thanks very much.
See you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.